Well, yesterday's thunderstorms dumped up to 9 inches of rain in parts of Aransas County, and as you'd expect, that caused an awful lot of flooding. But residents there say Mother Nature alone isn't to blame for some of that flooding. Our Greg Chandler has that story.
Floodwaters on Sawyer Lane have subsided, but 24 hours ago it was a completely different picture, and residents here are worried about what will happen the next time it rains.
If we have any tropical depressions or storms this year, it's going to be bad for a lot of people.
We first met Joe Kirchens in 2018. At the time, he said that ditches not redug after Hurricane Harvey exacerbated his neighborhood's flood problems. In the last 20 months, things have gotten worse.
Now it just flows over the driveways and it inundates the end of the property. And then the state dug along the highway and they pointed it into our backyards.
Since then, one side of Sawyer Lane was redug, but water from Highway 35 and nearby businesses flow down Sawyer Lane on its way to the bay, as it did with Monday's rains.
They left the same size culverts, but they just dug the ditch deeper so they could divert that water down our road.
We've done work on one side of Sawyer, and we'll do work on the other side of Sawyer and Mundine and A1 Hill and all those streets, yellow to green.
Aransas County engineer David Reed says part of the problem is elevation. Parts of Sawyer, including Kirchen's home, are less than 15 feet above sea level. The county has dug a ditch from FM 1069 to the bay. The next step is to install a large culvert.
We do have money earmarked for that in the form of grants. We should get contracts for that in the next few weeks.
Construction will take a couple of years. The county is also redigging ditches and installing wider pipes. That could take as long as 7 years.
And y'all saw
Kirchen says he can't wait that long.
what we needed to build a dam to stop it so the highway will stay flooded. It's not right to put it on us.
Kirchen says he'd be willing to give up part of his easement if the county agreed to dig a wider ditch here. The only catch is all of his neighbors have to agree as well. In Aransas County, Greg Chandler, Chris 6 News.
And by the way, the Texas General Land Office recently awarded Aransas County a $43 million disaster recovery grant to help improve infrastructure there.